Hello and welcome to the next video of my 2026 LEC previews. We're covering Team Heretics. When making this video, I really I felt something a little different than any other LEC video I've done thus far. Shifters kind of felt this way to an underrated team. This team I have ranked sixth going into the season, and honestly, I think they're doing things the right way, top to bottom, based on the roster in and of itself. I really do think it's one of the best systems in the LEC going into 2026. Something that, I mean, maybe I don't pay attention enough, obviously, to ERLs, but I don't know. They have a really, Los Heretics are a fun team this year. Um, but then the Tier 1 team, I mean, last year, 8th, 6th, 7th the year before, ninth the year before that, but just, I don't know. This team is, like last year, it felt, messy going into it, and with three rookies and this and that, and this year I don't know. I think it's solid. Sixth, I think, is reasonable. I think this is a playoff team. Solo lanes are ranked ninth. I mean, you have a rookie and then Saren. Mid jungle duo seventh and bot lane duo fourth. The average age of the roster 23 years old. In top lane you have Trayson. Trayson's a player that I thought should have been in the LEC a long time ago. Of course, Carlson was also in that conversation, and then Carlson starts over Trayson in 2025. Trayson dominated at 20 years old in ERLs again. 4-3 KDA, 55 KP, 8-3 CS per minute. Obviously, the team he was on was very strong, 1.51 ROI, but only for a 0.7 share differential. In 2026, I expect those numbers to be a little different, just because, I mean, I would be going after him if I was on, another team, theoretically. Look at him, like, a young player, let's see what happens when he's actually, well, then again, he's probably camped a lot in ERLs. I mean, it's just 0.7 does indicate, though, that his role on that team was not as a carry. 3 vision score, essentially, which is great. 466 gold lead, 348 XP lead. That screams very good. You are dominating the early game in laning phase in Tier 2. That means you can go to Tier 1. That means when you go to Tier 1, I expect you not to spot the opponent leads, because you've shown in Tier 2 you're dominating. Solo kills, 2 every 5 games. Champions played, 1 new one every 6 games or so. I have him ranked 8th in the role because he is a rookie and these stats are in Tier 2. I expect them to be a little worse in Tier 1, just logically. But by season's end, I mean, if this kid can continue to develop, I mean, I expect him to be better than 8th. I mean, top 6. And you say, oh, 8th to 6th. Well, upper half. Kesante Ambessa Atrox, 45% of his games played. Behind him is Mealy. Mealy is a Korean import, played with Nongshim. I remember him playing with Nongshim in the LCK. And that's something notable that I'm talking about. Los Heretics have a very good team. That provides a lot of inter-competition with the team. That provides a lot of opportunities for 1v1s, mid-jungle 2v2s, bot lane 2v2s, etc. And gives the team more practice and opportunities to play against players of nearly equal caliber and will make everybody better. It's like they have spent money on that team. They've spent money the right way. I mean, if this team sucks in 2026, I might even be disappointed. And I don't like throwing that around because, like, I don't look at any team optimistically, really. But I feel like they've done things the right way with the way that they've built the roster. Mealy, I mean, 1.62 ROI, 1.8 share differential, very aggressive last year in Turkey. Dominated with a 400 gold lead, 300 XP lead. Hell, he should be Tier 1. 3 solo kills every 5 games nearly. 1 new champion every 4 to 5 games. Guy's good. Sheo, 24 years old. I've ranked 2nd in the role. One of the more underrated junglers in the West. Statistically, one of the top junglers all the time over the last couple of years, to be frank. 2.8 KDA, 71 KP, 6.6 CS per minute with Heretics last year. I mean, he was on struggle street with what he had. And that's represented in the 1.24 ROI with a negative 1.7 share differential. That's the share differential is reminiscent of like a Tarzan like jungler, like very efficient with his gold. And his role is not to be heavy damage, which is nice. You don't see many times players, especially in the jungle, that play facilitator have gold numbers that allow for you to say there's not a lot of waste here. When you have a negative 4%, negative 5%, I'm looking at this player and I'm like, well, I'm giving them a champion that doesn't need all this gold. And theoretically, you'd like that to go somewhere else. With Sheo, he was pretty good with the gold last year. 5.12 vision efficiency. Very efficient in warding. That's huge. Laning, essentially, early game even. Solo kills 1 every 9 games. Champions played nearly 1 new one every 3 games. Sejuani, Wukong, Neferi, 39% of his games played. And then behind him is Douglas, another player that should be in the LEC. A great player. Somebody that has appeared on my prospect videos for years now. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. I think that kid's very good. He's very good. And I mean, this is a spot where, unfortunately for him, I don't see him replacing Sheo, unless Sheo like drops off his place significantly. In mid lane, you have Saren, 23 years old, a player that we've seen before. International, he's went international before. With the TCL, I believe, with Istanbul Wildcats. 5.6 KDA, 69 KP, 8.9 CS per minute. Had pretty high farm last year relative to many mids. I mean, that's some of the highest you're going to see, around 9. Last year was pretty good. And a 1.77 damage divided by gold with that high farm, I mean, that's very good. 4.5 share differential. He can carry. So he can carry 2.88 vision efficiency, solid, up 180 gold, 90 XP. 1 solo kill every 4 games, 1 new champion every 5 games. I have him ranked 10th in the role. I think he is better than 10th. Azir, Ryze, Talia, 35% of his champion usage. He does not only play those 3 most played champs, he goes all around and plays a lot of different shit. Mercy in mid, a player that's also appeared on my prospect videos prior. Last year, a little drop off in play, but he's been good in the past. He's a young player, and we'll see how he does in 2026. 1 solo kill every 3 games or so, which is nice to have. 80 carry Ice. For BDS, I had him ranked 3rd in the role. Very solid. A very solid player. And if Saren and Trayson can have pop-off moments, I think Ice can be a stabilizing force as somebody that can provide, high 20% damage share. Maybe he's not 1v9, but he's doing his job, and you can expect Stend to be better alongside him. Something that Flacked did a light version of last year, but I think Ice is much, much better than Flacked. 4.7 KDA, 70 KP, high farm, nearly 10. 1.64 ROI, 2.5 share differential. Like I said, not going to be the guy to deal a ton of damage, but going to do his job. Vision's around 3. Laning is even. 1 solo kill every 6 games, which is crazy for an 80 carry. 1 new champion every 3 games or so. Varus, Corki, Jin, 42% of his champion usage. Lure, didn't play last year, but is a Korean import. Support, we have Stend. I have him ranked 7th in the role. He's 24 years old. I mean, if there's any player that I think could end up finding his way out of the lineup, it would probably be him. But at the same time, last year I thought he did okay given the circumstances. KDA 2.4, 76 kill participation, so involvement in 3 out of every 4 kills. Definitely more of a traditional support with a 0.73 ROI and negative 6 share differential. He's not going to deal a lot of damage from the support role. He's not going to be kill lane win game sort of player. Vision efficiency very good though, +2. So very good at doing what I consider to be one of the most important jobs at support. Solo kill every 25 games, whatever. 1 new champion every 3 games or so. However, Rel, Rakan, Leona, more than half of his games. So despite him playing a lot of different champions in the 54 or so games they played last year, it was safe if you left those up. That is better than a coin flip's chance he was going to play one of them. And then the reason why I also would say Stend is the one, if there was out of this team that I could see if things go poorly, to be replaced would be because Batu behind him is very solid as well. 20 years old. I think he was on a prospect video for me last year. This team is really good. I mean, 91 ROI, so very aggressive, different. A different type of support, which is what kind of makes sense here. A guy that, you know, gives a different vibe to the team. I've been talking a lot in the comments section about the VKS video I just did because Kai Wing is very much a traditional support. In Trimby, not so much. And in this case, it's very similar. Sten, more traditional. Batu, more flexible. And I prefer aggression anyways in play. Vision efficiencies +2, which is good as well. Hayden is the coach. Hayden was the coach of XL and Giant X in 2023 and in 2024 in the beginning of the season. In regular season, he's 11-16 in best of ones, 0-2 in best of threes. And then in playoffs, he's 2-0 in best of threes, 1-4 in best of fives. I really like what they've done with this team. I really do. There's a lot of good prospects on that Los Heretics roster. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.